Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, for the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and the gospel is truth. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, which is against this truth for the gospel of the kingdom. This video is going to be called Everybody Relies on the Government, okay? Because, relying on the beast in his image, that's going to get you killed, man. Alright, because eventually, he's not going to give you your so-called benefits, unless you don't take that chip, man. If you get Slakia, let me rephrase myself. He's going to make you take that chip, or you're not going to be able to really live, man. Alright? As it says, he's going to kill anybody who doesn't get the chip, man. And who is that he? The damn devil, the so-called white man, or the government, whatever you want to call him, man. Both the same thing. Alright? These people are the devil, man. Alright? They don't care about you. Alright? Let's see. Let's start with this scripture. Especially, if you notice by the thumbnail of this video, which I believe was the food stamp thing or something like that, whatever I put on there. But hey, man, that's one example, man. All right, because this devil, they have food so expensive and whatnot, right? Which truthfully, there's enough food in the world to feed every single person, man. So there's no reason why somebody should have to go a day without eating, man. There's enough food to feed everybody, but the point is that the companies and whatnot, they want all the money for themselves. So why feed somebody if they can't, pay you for it? All right. This is Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Babylon, Slakia. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Which truthfully, you can say Babylon too, because America's Babylon, Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, the city of confusion. And so many other names. So I suppose you could say whatever one. And woe also means death and destruction to you. Alright, that's what it means. And stay on horses and trust in chariots because there are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy Slakia, the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Okay? So Yahweh Shai is going to get these people for this wickedness, man. Alright, and I also want to jump over to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 11:14. Says, because we're not supposed to be praying for these people, man. Like, I remember when that hurricane happened and stuff, 7-8 months ago, all the people were like, oh, well, let's pray for the people that lost their houses and whatnot. Well, the scriptures, what is this talking about here? Jeremiah 11:14. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them at the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. Okay? The Lord is not going to hear these people, man. Alright? Because he's not all love, man. The Lord gives out punishments too. Okay? And that's just the truth, man. Alright? Not all love, man. Alright? The Lord is not all love. Alright? He has hatred for many people too, man. Alright? And I did a video not too long ago about how the Lord's the issuer of death, man. Because the Lord kills and makes alive. Which maybe I'll get a scripture on that too. Alright, and look, since you didn't want to acknowledge Yahweh Shai, this is what happens to you, man. Hosea 4, and we'll start at 6. And my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And since thou shalt be no priest to me, saying thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. Okay? Which your children are going to have to pay for that too, man. Alright? And that's why the Lord said he's coming to kill both old and young. Alright? And that's also when those nuclear missiles come over, as it says, I believe it's Isaiah the 13th chapter. If you go down in the verse, it says their eyes shall not spare children. Alright? When it goes into the nuclear missiles and how Babylon's going to be overthrown by them. Alright? Because the missiles, they don't have any feelings, man. Alright? They're just assigned to do what they got to do, man. And I believe it says, what's the verse? Isaiah 54:16, behold, I create the smith that blows the coals in the fire, and to bring forth an instrument of his work, and I create the waster to destroy. The waster to destroy is those ICBM nuclear missiles, okay? Which, that's very simple to see, okay? Which has a very important thing to be able to understand, okay? And that's just a basic, thing. Let's see. I want to get Micah 2, 1 to 2. Micah 2, we'll start at 1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity upon Slakia, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. They cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Okay, and this is what this devil does, man. Alright? Matter of fact, this reminds me, alright, because this ties right into Ecclesiastes 7:7. Matter of fact, I don't even have to pull it up. It says, surely oppression makes a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart. Okay? Because you're supposed to be angry, man, because you're being oppressed. Didn't it say that you were brought over here to serve your slavery? And you can read that in what is it? Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Okay, about how the slaves are brought over here, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the real children of Israel, man. All right, and that's confusion of faces. All right, they're the real chosen people of the Lord. Okay. And like I said, it's just a fact, all right? Because certain people, they don't like to teach that. But, hey, that's what it is, all right? You can't come against that. That's what the scriptures say, all right? As it says, you can't change what the scriptures say, man, all right? But, hey, man, the point is, these devils, man, they'll oppress you in your house, man. Try to tell you what you can and cannot do. It's pure wickedness, man. But yet, if you try to stick up for what is true, then you're looked at as crazy, man, all right? Alright, this is to turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay, which they're the reason why there's all these so-called single mothers out here, man. Alright, because first of all, a woman is underneath a man. Okay, which these women out here, you think that you're equal with a man. Well, guess what? The Lord, who you ignorantly call Jesus, he said that you're not equal to a man. All right, matter of fact, it's funny because you want to teach in the so-called churches, right? Which I got to do a whole lesson on this, because this is just funny. All right, because it's funny because you claim that you're a godly woman, so-called, because first of all, you're not even supposed to speak in the church, okay? But yet we got these women up there so-called teaching the scriptures and whatnot. So that right there is 100% proof who you call Jesus is not dealing with you. Okay? And no, for anybody who's wondering, the law was not done away with. Just to correct anybody who haven't seen the 900 plus videos on YouTube, if not 10,000 plus videos on YouTube, that can prove that. Alright? Just in case any of the mockers or anyone else on there was watching, okay? Let's see. This is free. And what will ye do in the day of visitation? Okay, because the Lord's coming back, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who you call Jesus, he's coming back on so-called UFOs, man. They show you that in the movie Independence Day, man. The Lord's coming back on that giant mothership, man. All right. And he's coming back to kill people, man. And you might not have to, you don't have to like that, man. Matter of fact, I know this one off the top of my head. Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. And by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay? Now they're never going to bring that up in a Christian church, because, well, the Lord's coming back to save people. Well, first of all, the Lord's coming back to save, the 144,000, which those are the men you see on the highways and byways over the four corners of the earth, pushing out this truth. Okay, not you church people, man. All right, which maybe there is some of you who actually do understand, a decent amount of the scriptures. I'm not going to say there's not, because there is. Some of you do. All right, I'll say that because that's true. Okay. And a lot of you are Israelites. Okay. But you're still stuck in that paganism, Christianity stuff, man. All right, and you know, another thing is, why does Christianity have over 2 billion members all over the world, when the scriptures clearly make it clear that the truth is a small path? So how the hell can you have 2 billion people on that? That right there alone proves that you know, the Lord's not dealing with them. Okay, which, like I said, some of them, you know, actually are sincere. All right, and some of them can understand certain things of the scriptures, and that's good. All right, that's always good. Let's see. I want to get it. Is that Ecclesiastes? All right, let's see. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. That's that wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and the words are not heard. Okay? Because, like I said, man, everybody in this society, they look up to the so-called top elite, man. Alright? And go by what they say, man. Alright? Like I said, man, nobody cares about you, man. Alright? But I'll tell you this, man. Alright? Yahweh Shai, he's there to listen, man. Alright? And he's coming back. As it says, he's going to scream and shout when he comes back, man. And he's coming to take these elites, you Rockefellers, you're going into slavery. Okay, I'm going to tell you the way it is, man. You're going to be beaten every single day, man. And this is, hey, man, this is not my word. This is what it says. You're going to be taken in chains 1,000 years. And so is your family. And so are your children. Okay? You lived at the top of the world. Well, guess what? You're going into a steel cage. You wanted to lock people away in cages, ruining their lives for things they didn't even do. All right, and even on top of that, you're so much of a devil. Okay, that you'll lock people away for doing things that are actually good and helpful to society, even though this society's effed up and against the scriptures. But you'll lock somebody away for doing something that's helpful towards the society, and that Yahweh Shai, if you read the scriptures, he gave them permission to do so through the scriptures. Okay, but because you don't like that, you'll lock them away in a steel cage. That's a mental torture. You think you're gonna get away with that scot-free? You got no idea what's coming for you. All right, and you know, it's another thing as well, because a brother actually made a beautiful point the other day, which actually I might even copy some of his video and upload it, because hey, man, that was a beautiful video that brother made, man. All right, because he was saying that, you know, Monday, you know, most likely they're gonna bring the people who don't get the chip, they're gonna bring them in front of the kings and rulers of the world, man. Maybe even the Rockefellers themselves, man. All right, the Illuminati, King of Babylon, Trump himself. They might take you in front of him, man. All right. And they'll kill you in front of them, man, because you won't get the mark. All right. But guess what? In the other side, you're going to be the one who judges them. All right. As the scriptures say, in that day, the Lord will, reward every man according to his works. Okay. And that's not a light thing, man. All right. It's not a light thing. You're going to pay for everything you have done. All right. Whether it be the good or the bad, you're going to pay for that. Alright. And you know, man, it's so wicked that it's not even funny. I can't even, get into it, even if I wanted to, man. Because it just pisses me off, excuse my language. But it makes me angry, okay? And you should be angry. If you're a righteous man, you are going to be angry. Doesn't Ecclesiastes 7 and 7 say, surely oppression makes a wise man mad? And you are being oppressed, man, in every way possible, man. I'm going to read this verse one more time. Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. And said, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Okay, because what they do, as they set up these certain so-called decrees, which what did the scriptures say? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Meaning death and destruction to you who decree unrighteous decrees. Okay? Which, the there's many I could mention that, I'm not even gonna get into it, man, because it's, like I said, man, these devils, they rule the world off of how they feel, and anybody who doesn't believe in what they teach, then they just, lock you away in a cage if you were to go against it, even if you didn't know what you did was so-called illegal. And I had to say so-called because, that's what it is, man. So-called. It's not really. It's just what people believe, all right? And, that goes into a religion called statism, okay? Belief in these devils. But, hey, man, the Lord set up these devils so they could destroy the world, okay? Didn't the scripture say the Lord dwells in the hearts of the kings? So the Lord's in control of all these things. But guess what? He's going to take them down, man. That's why it said, wait upon me till I rise up to the prey, okay? But anyway, before this video goes way over, the amount of time that I need to be sitting here explaining, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahshai for this truth, man. All right. But that's really what I wanted to get into in this video. But anyway, with that being said, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahshai for this truth. If you brothers have not already, please make sure you subscribe. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask in the comment section. With that being said, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshai for this truth.